Settled next to the Willamette River, Autzen Stadium is a jewel in the Pacific Northwest, and the flock of Ducks that call it home have made this one of the most challenging places for any team to come calling. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. The Ducks offense will get the first crack at it here. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
He's now on second down. The play-action fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Hines is back in the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Ducks will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He'll bring it back. It's Soto. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. The Huskies offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground running against a backer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their...
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They'll run the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
To the 15. And the runner is down, and so is the flag.
Hold it. Open.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Washington sends out the punt team. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here. Only called on 1 time in that loss last week. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Using the quick game. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. It's a fumble. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Man, what a missed opportunity for this offense. They had a chance to get points. Now they turn the football over. But if I'm this defense, I'm ready to roll. I got them in the black zone. They got to go the length of the field, see if I can go make something happen and get this ball back to my offense.
Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
The back goes in motion. Looking to move it through the air. He makes a catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He finds his man. Makes the catch and knocked down.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one, because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll start this drive with a pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Shows him the stiff arm. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29 after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollard.
Nah, it's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. You think that coach really had any doubt? He's in his own territory, but you only have a few inches to go.
Go, go, go. I don't care what side of the field it is, 4th and inches. I'm going for it. I like my chances.
Hand off from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys that were surgical, guys that read the defenses, made the decision, made big plays. That's what the Husky fans want to see.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Now on 2nd down and short. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was
into the house. Touchdown, Husky. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. An 84-yard drive there. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The pull and throw off the RPO. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Going up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball, too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He wants to throw it again. Snagged in the middle. It's all. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Swings it out to his running back. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
to the air on first down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Defense were always trying to get some tips, you know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
Unloads it left. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. They were really starting to put a drive together. But after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Looking for the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. And it's right down the boulevard. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Ole Miss showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
They'll throw it on 1st down. A strike downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And the Ducks are threatening in the red zone. They'll throw it on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. He wants to go deep. Oh, picked off. Looking for more room. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the 1st half. The Ducks will kick it off to start the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
The Huskies will move the sticks with the 1st down. They get to the line quickly. Little touch pass to the receiver. stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Second down coming up. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. It doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Trying to find his man on first down. They've got the screen set up. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
This is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Fires to the tight end. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up fourth down.
Try to get it on the ground. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Gotta love the physicality on fourth down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the first down.
Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have the nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Washington. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
Took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Looking to throw on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Touchdown, Ducks! They take the lead with the 6. Why not double the try total and go for 2?
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that...
Oh, makes a diving snag along the right sideline. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, running back gets to give. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quick pass on the jet motion. Crosses to 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. He's looking to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. The aerial assault continues. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he lobbed to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him that loss a week ago. Called on just once. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back goes in motion. Looking to pass on second down. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. You know he would have loved to have tacked on a big return to that pick, but they've got it in the red zone at the 15.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver shows motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Give him 6. Touchdown, Washington. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They'll run it on the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Out of the backfield, he's open. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got room at the 35. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw it, feeling some heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. The option look. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'd love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. Got his man. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. And this one to put them on top, and it is getting late. Splits the uprights. Good. And they have surged on top here in the final 2 minutes. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. With jet sweep pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion. You've got to do a better job up front blocking, couldn't get it done, and now it sets up fourth down.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to go up top on first down. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Late in the game, they've got the lead. They know the opponent's going to throw the football to all areas of the field. That time in the middle, he was right there, almost came away with that interception.
After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Showing off the arms. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting him to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
They'll ride the hot hand. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Washington right back to the line. They'll try the left side. Keeps the legs moving. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. He's going to take off. Keeps it. Oh, no, the ball popped out. And the offense will maintain possession. Son, that ball must be riveted to your ribcage. Looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Dumps it off in the flats. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Third and goal from way back there. Touch pass on the right. And he's knocked down. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very, very long time. They knew how important this one was. But, David, you can't let games like this beat you twice because this losing team now has to find a way to rebound and go out and play again.
No doubt, got to rebound.